Hey guys, this is Luke. I'm here today to go through spidering and proxies intercepting. It's a practical activity to do with the exposing website security vulnerability unit at Tafe New South Wales online. The unit code for this one is VU21997. So for this activity, you are going to need a couple of things. You're going to need Metasploitable. Right, start it up, log in, and get your IP. The second thing we're going to need is Kali, which I have here, and get that up and running, and this should be all nice and straightforward. Today, as I only have one monitor, I will be viewing both the activity and the documentation to go through this. Okay, so we scroll down a little bit. It's just basically a very flat network that we have. One key thing, if you are setting this up from scratch using VirtualBox under network, make sure this is network. Alright, if you just have this to NAT, it will not work. Okay, so we'll go through the document goes through some different little areas of this, but I'll try to do this as easy as I can. So it talks about logging into Metasploitable, logging in to Kali. Well, I've done both those things. The next thing you would want to do is Burp. Alright, there is two versions of Burp. You got Burp Suite here, which is the free version, Community Edition, and you have free Burp Suite Professional, which it's really easy to get. All you need to do is you go to their website, ask for a free trial license, and you have one. The only thing you can't do is use a Gmail or something like that to get a license. It has to be a domain registered email address for them to actually give it to you, and usually takes anywhere from a couple of days to a week. As you can see with mine, I've had it for a little bit. It's again close to expiring, which is nothing for me to worry about. Alright, so I'm going to go next. I'm going to hit Start Burp, and as we can see, it's firing up. Alright, the Professional does give you a few features, but for that information, as I'm not doing a sales pitch, please refer to their website if you want to know the difference between them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up a proxy. Alright, so interception is on, but we want to go to options. We want to see this 1270.0.1 at port 8080 is running. Alright, we can see interception is on, which is good. Then we want to go to network. It comes up as advanced network. Hit settings, go down to proxy, bang. Make sure it's in there, like so. Job done. Alright, the next thing they have us doing is interception is on, going to network, we've done all that. Right, we're now going to visit the OWASP website. Alright, easiest way to do that is open browser. And what we'll need is the IP address of this one, which is 10.0.2.4. 10.0.2.4. Right, you just hit forward and it'll let the website come through. Alright, easy peasy. So we can see it's working. You can see the request, we hit forward as it's asking. But we should have got to this website. So it wants us to get to the that one. Easiest thing when you're doing this is just to split it like this and you can see what's going on. So we've got this site, but it's not the site we want. Alright. So next, so we can see it's working, but we're actually going to do a spider. Okay, so how we do that is we go, oh, is we want to go target. Right, start looking at bits and pieces, going into some of the websites. Right, and we can see that we can break it down, these websites, but we don't want to do all this manually. So what we do is we go dashboard, we go new scan, crawl and audit, and I'm just going to type the IP address, hit OK. Alright, this will take a little bit of time, but as you can see it is powering through and it's starting to find some information. So when this is finished, I'll come back to it and we can watch what has happened. Okay, now this is finished doing its crawl. In this, where I've actually scanned all of the Metasploit virtual machine, you can see there's 173 major issues, 14 critical, 106. You know, it gives you a lot of information. Alright, there is two ways to look at this. I like to go to target because the red dots actually show me where all the bits and pieces are. So not only do I know some SQL data, but I can, or error, that I can exploit, but it tells me exactly where to go. Right, so depending on where my skill level sits or what the scope of this activity may be, if I'm actually penetrating something, I can come and go, well, I'm not allowed to do SQL because they're fixing that, we've already identified that. I might have to use session tokens, and I've got where I can identify some issues in relation to that, and I can go actually exploit that with this information. Okay, this is reporting session tokens are available. So if I actually click on this, and as you can see, that's the token number right there. Right, and I can try to exploit that. But the even better thing is, if I'm just having a bit of a look, I can right click, you know, and I can learn how to information exposed session. You know, I've actually got somewhere I can click and look up what is going on, which is really helpful. As we can see, I've got it loading up now. I can have a read through this relationship and I can understand actually what's going on. So the different phases, application platform, their examples, the mitigation that can be taken. So Burp will actually help me not only find what is wrong, but will actually help me try to fix that issue as well. It's just time and effort to fix all the issues. But also you can also have a look here now, and I can actually break down parts of pages. There's a zip file that's hidden that we found. Look at this, that one's even grayed out. That's in relation to how to access multimedia over VirtualBox Network PHP. So it's a document that we found. We found source emails. So there's a whole heap of really good information. Now the reason I personally just scanned the whole server, right, is if I want to do this website, right, but let's say that's all secure, we found an oops. So this might have here a vulnerability in the oops folder that is not visible as I'm reviewing the website, but because the server has that vulnerability, I can get in to my target website. So you don't always have to go straight for the front door. You can actually go to the side and the back to make it through to exploit a website and get onto it to get your information. So it's always important to actually check the server it's on, not just the web address, to make sure it is safe and secure. But let's go back to the activity. Now we have done it, we've gone through, we've got the target, spat back all the information, and we can explore the different tabs which we've just been doing. Now this is more of an, if you wanted to see what was going on, do it again, activate Wireshark just to watch the network traffic. It is very interesting. It is a good way to actually watch what you're doing with network traffic, but I'll leave that for another day. Thank you very much.